Guten Tag, you Vatens titled bastards.
You bastards. We back again.
You bastards. So this isn't really a show, it's a show after the show. We just decided to do a short because we was feeling right. Quincy's over here trolling his brother.
Yes, I am.
Letting that motherfucker know he needs nasty ass.
He's the booty.
Sweetie.
Sweetie. Oh, man.
Ben, I want you to know it was me.
Sweetie.
You coming for that booty.
You coming for that booty.
That old nasty ass booty.
That booty.
So,
what's up, dog? What you got on
we
the
gonna
table?
do a little extra episode.
Extra episode.
Yeah, a little extra episode.
Get an extra one.
A little snippet, if you will.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
see how long we talk.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm
I think it will.
what
go
the
for
French would refer to as fucked up.
Oh
How
yeah.
are you sure?
Oh yeah. Fucked up.
Bada boom, drunkest guy in the room.
Bada bing.
So, I'm feeling good.
SAWFT.
Soft. So let's we had a couple of overflow topics from the other episode that we decided that we were just gonna be like, fuck all, whatever. We'll just record them.
Man, it's cool, man. I'm gonna let y'all know, man. These are gonna come by more frequently now. I mean, now that we know that there's a bunch of people out there that, you know, guys, gals, whoever you are.
Don't suck their dick. Don't suck the fans' dicks.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna suck your dick, fans.
I'll suck your dick.
I'll suck your dick. I got 2 cheeseburgers.
I will gladly pay you with a BJ for a cheeseburger today.
I'm just gonna say this though. We're gonna come with this more frequently because we have fun doing this shit. We really do, even though it's for free.
I'm just recording what happens in a regular conversation with
it
me.
really does. Like we have regular conversations about this shit, and then we're like, "Yo, we need to put that on the show."
And when we fucked up online, this is what happens when you play Destiny.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys play Destiny, you want to hop in a party, you'll hear this all the time. They're like totally free, just us bullshitting.
It's never not going to be free.
Yeah, it's never.
I'm going to find, even if by some hook or crook.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, I have manipulated my dick to the point of, like, chafing no return if we ever got an ability to get syndicated somewhere, somehow. Like, we're so trash.
Oh, we are.
Like, it's never going to happen. Like, we're just that trash.
We are very trash.
Imagine if we had some technical know-how and, like, a producer.
Oh, shit. Jesus
we would suck
Christ.
that much worse.
We would. We would. So bad.
I don't know if you're allowed to get belligerent in a studio.
The FCC would be like, no, Ron.
No, Ron.
No, Ron.
No show.
Fat Pats just be like, let me smash. Producer. Let me smash. No, Ron.
I think we're like 3 episodes removed from YouTube and shit like
Jesus
that. Like,
Christ.
holy shit.
YouTube is what? They've what?
It's now. Hold on.
How many episodes they've actually deleted?
Here's my true confessions. These are my confessions.
He was in the closet.
I don't remember if YouTube removed them or I just loaded them up fucked up drunk.
Probably loaded them up fucked up drunk.
I'm giving it like a 50-50.
I'm not giving it 50-50. I'm giving that shit like a 1090. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on a second. I produced several of these shows. One of these shows I post the same night that I am the same level of intoxicated that I do historical history.
He was pretty bad when he did that.
Like, no. Anytime I record historical history, I post it the same night. I'm equally the same amount drunk at the end of, like, one of these shows. Easily.
Oh, Jesus.
Easily. These are nights when I'm so fucked up, I can't even stand myself. I'm just watching Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations, and I'm fucking drinking vodka or some shit.
One of the greatest reality shows of all time. I'm just going to say that.
God, I want his life.
God, I do too.
That
show is so fucking
dope.
awesome, dude. finish? Sorry, Anthony Bourdain, we had to suck your dick for a second.
We forgot that we weren't trying to suck the fans' dicks, even though we do all the time.
We do all the time. It is what it is. Ugh. We love you guys.
I don't. I resent you in a sort of way, in a sort of way that eradicates my soul.
Well, I mean, you're bastards, so you know you're part of the fat entitled bastards, so it happens.
And you're all ugly.
We're all ugly.
Oh, I said you're all ugly. I'm fucking gorgeous. No, you look like a gargoyle.
You're ugly as a motherfucker. Fuck that.
Fuck that. My mom says I look cute.
Oh man.
So, what would you do if you hit the jackpot? Like it's like I think what is it now? It's like 440 million or something.
It's 440 million right now. If you hit the jackpot, what would you do with it? Like,
me?
Really think about it. What would you do with it?
I wouldn't quit my job.
Really?
Yeah, no. So here's my logic.
I'm just saying.
Here's
what
my
a lot
logic.
of people would say because I'm at the same point you are. Like I wouldn't quit my job either. I keep
working.
No.
Don't understand. It's out of a sense of necessity or like I like these people.
Oh no, it's not necessity or anything like that. It's just because.
Here's my thing. Most of my entertainment in my everyday life comes from my job, and people are like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, no, really. So like, I go home. I get wasted, play Destiny. Okay, that's just regular nonchalant me.
That's a regular.
But at work, I'm sober, and I'm bored.
Truth.
And boy, oh boy, am I coming up with some crazy ass shit to do.
Like we gotta. It's so funny though. Like I know you guys have seen the meme out there with the Office with the motherfuckers jumping on the fucking couches
parkour.
And shit like the fucking chimpanzees and shit.
Parkour.
Like it's straight parkour up in the Office. Like if you've seen that meme, that's what it's like when like me, you, and Marcus are there.
He's one of mine.
That's what it like. And like we come from the same crop.
He was a suit before.
Oh, true.
But no. Now he is mine.
Yeah.
Like that is one of my disciples.
Yeah. Like
he does his shit way different.
And, oh yeah, he does. Like me and Marcus.
He's a great manager.
Me and Marcus are so fucking cool. Like that's my dude for sure. Like me and him. He comes to work. He's like.
This motherfucker just came to me to get promoted. He's like, "Hey, dog, I seen you got a couple people promoted. Think you can do that for me?" I wanted you to work as my supervisor. Duh.
Duh.
Yeah, no, it would be my pleasure. Let's just figure it out.
So here's the cool part. So we lost our home theater suit. So happened is that we had an ex-home theater suit working in mobile.
Who's my disciple?
Da, 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 da.
Trash money.
Got money, trash.
Trash money.
Trash money, y'all.
Doogie smearing on the beat.
Either way, fucking, like, we got a crew in the borough, if you've been there.
So, like, no, I'm talking about the jackpot. I don't give a fuck about those assholes.
Fuck that.
All you assholes. So,
we still love you though.
He does. It's gay. It's weird.
Man, I love you, hoes.
So I kind of do. I'm on the fence about some of you.
He love you, hoes.
I don't. The first rule of management is we don't love them hoes. That's not true.
Definitely not true.
So, what would I do with $440 million? So, I have a plan.
What's your plan?
Cash payout on that is like $280 million.
Yeah.
Which
you
means
know the man gonna get half of that shit.
No. Like, I'm factoring it in. Like I'm pretty good with lottery math.
They getting that. They getting that.
So, I'm walking out with $280 million cash tops. Right? But I don't quit my job.
Why?
I am already a whirlwind of confusion. Imagine how much of an asshole I would be with $280 million at my disposal, and without the fear of being fired. The level of mayhem that would ensue, and it's like literally like the commercials with fucking Ryan from Oz, or fucking with the Irish kid from Oz. Like I am literal mayhem. Like, just crown me the god of mayhem. Like, $280 million? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm basically coming in. If you bitching about a 49-inch TV, I'm telling you, go suck your own dick.
No, I would still follow company policies. It's to the company that I would be absolutely outrageous to. So you remember my man in Burlington who comes in with the service horse?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's for his diabetes. The horse is somehow super immune to his blood sugars and can detect them, right?
Right.
So, I was thinking of that. And I remembered my grandmother's Papillon is a fucking service animal, even though he's a bastard.
Right.
He's fuzzy, though, so I liked him, so I pets him. like, dogs, different level. Like, can't be malicious towards dogs. Oh, you're bitey? I'm gonna pet you anyway. Like, you know, fucking, it's hard not to pet dogs. So, we, a little bit back on track.
Okay.
So, I would just do things that were absolutely the most financially just irresponsible things. So, I would try to get a service giraffe.
A service giraffe?
Yeah.
What the fuck you gonna do with a service giraffe?
Bring it to work.
What?
You can't stop me. It's a service animal.
You're just gonna dip into the door.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Well, I'm a fucking giraffe.
Imagine that shit. This motherfucker,
$280 million.
Chalk talk start before you come in, but then you see Matt on the service.
Here's the thing, right? No. Listen to the logic and everything.
It's and then Matt come in. Y'all got to get them apps, y'all.
No. Here's the thing, though, right?
Oh man.
There's a fucking literal giraffe chilling in the middle of the store, just being like, "Don't pet me, yo.
Don't touch me, yo."
He's there.
It'll dip down. like, hold on, wait. The giraffe get protective, and then the customer get irate. The giraffe dip down and be like, "Yo, dog, you
no
need to
run.
calm down."
No run.
No run.
So, fucking, this giraffe just be neck whipping people like flap, but you can't kick him out because it's a fucking service animal. And you can't stop me from doing it because it's my service animal.
It's an HR nightmare.
I got diabetes. If you could teach a motherfucking horse how to detect diabetes, I bet you could catch a giraffe.
It's possible.
I got diabetes. Why are you kicking out my service giraffe? You heartless bastards.
I'm calling HR. I'm calling HR, goddammit.
And then people will be like, well, how are you going to transport it around? Well, I'm just going to get a Ferrari with helicopter wings. So I call it the Ferrari copter. I have $280 million. What the fuck are you going to do to me? I can do whatever I want.
Truth.
That
shit would be so goddamn funny, though. If
I'd be broke.
We sitting at Chalk Talk, just...
whatever a giraffe noise makes.
I wish y'all could see the motion. Just this motherfucker come riding in on the fucking giraffe.
No, I'm not riding him. He's a service animal. He walks by himself.
He's holding the fucking giraffe by a leash.
You have to make the whole store giraffe accessible.
Exactly.
Meat curtains 45 feet in the air.
You had to make it like a giraffe size hole for the vault.
Yeah, I can't get vault calls. No.
The
giraffe can't get in there.
The giraffe won't fit, so I can't get vault calls. He would literally be able to do nothing but get like the roll-up cage immobile.
With a giraffe.
With a giraffe. Customers would be like, "Oh my god!"
I couldn't even zone in my own department. I couldn't even access a computer.
No, he couldn't even access his own department. Like they would have to move the entire squad.
Let's open it up.
Just open it up because the giraffe won't fit. Oh, jeez.
$280 million of straight cash, and I can't make that happen.
The giraffe I found would probably a live cobra. $280,000.
No. I was fucking with one of my guys and telling him to get this special thing he had to get, that I was going to make him fight a live cobra. It was a spontaneous idea that popped into my head, right? And within an hour, I found not only access to a live cobra, but the fact that I could purchase a full-grown eastern diamondback rattlesnake for $159, I also discovered that I could not only get that snake, but I get a handler, and it would only cost me a case of PBR.
Dumb. That's great.
In an hour. That's what I have with no money. Imagine me with $280 million to my disposal.
That'd be in their life as we know it.
Dun, 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 dun. Like,
oh man,
the level of mayhem that I could incur with. That's all I live
so
for.
Boring. I mean, like, your shit's so exciting. My shit would be so fucking boring.
Just because you don't have the strange fucked up mind that I have.
Fucked up mind like you. Like, this is insane. I mean, like, I think the craziest thing I would do, because I'm definitely quitting my motherfucking job because I ain't coming back to that bitch no more. Fuck all that. I'm gonna go ahead and fuck the formalities.
I wouldn't quit because it wouldn't matter.
No, I understand. I get that. That's fun for you though, because you want to see other people's misery. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Me on the other hand, fuck you motherfuckers. I'm probably gonna take a shit in the middle of Chalk Talk and be like, "Yo, dog,
you going to jail?"
I don't give a fuck. I got $8 million when I get out. Fuck that. They ain't gonna take that shit from me. I ain't get that shit from no drug money. I want that from the lottery.
Trash money.
Trash money. I got that shit from the lottery. Put me in jail. Well, I'm gonna go to jail for like what? 24 hours.
Straight feces on the beat.
Straight feces. Straight feces on the carpet. Because that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take a shit in the middle of the top. I'm gonna put it out like that, and it's just gonna be like, yo, I'm done.
So, like, I just think about the level of absolute insanity that I can incur with $280 million. Like,
I'd be outlandish with it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
I'm gonna get a diamond grill. I'm gonna get my hair braided, no matter how much of a widow's peak occurs, and I'm gonna get a tattoo on my face. It's gonna be like a money sign, like right over my eye or some shit like that.
He gonna be outlandish. That's how he gonna come to work with a money sign over his eye. With a giraffe.
I am the manager B in my Ferrari copter.
Hey dog, you
why
see this?
Is there a Ferrari with a helicopter?
Giraffe.
Like, I'm not talking about like a helicopter made by Ferrari. I'm talking about like a literal Ferrari with just helicopter rotors, and they had to attach the tail to it. like that's what I'm talking about. Like the most janky fucking,
the most fucked up shit you could.
Because I got $280 million. Who the fuck is gonna stop me?
Nobody.
No, you can't. It's like this guy just blowing 200. Somebody's getting rich.
Somebody.
Whoever can combine a Ferrari and a helicopter rotor is getting real rich.
Really?
There's gonna be some
it's
fucking.
It's probably gonna cost you your whole $280 million.
Hold on. There's gonna be some guy in a fucking North Carolina trailer park somewhere with a welding machine.
He's like, yo, dog, I can do that.
And $100,000 at his disposal.
I can do that. I can do that. Let's do it.
And then I'm gonna fly my giraffe, my service giraffe, to and from work.
Like it's not gonna be like the giraffe sitting in the car with him. It's gonna be like the giraffe hanging from some like cords. Like a motherfucker's carrying a Humvee or shit, but it's gonna be a fucking giraffe. And then he just airdrops that bitch, and then he lands the copter, and he gets out of the copter to drag the giraffe by a leash.
That is exactly my dream. That is my dream.
That's what it's gonna be like. And you know what will happen?
God help the earth if I ever get that amount of money in my possession.
Jesus, I can hope to God I am not the supervisor that is opening that day, because I can promise y'all, if I'm the supervisor opening that day, I'm laughing like a motherfucker. I'm doing nothing else the rest of the day. I'm letting Matt get all the key calls, because that shit's gonna do nothing but spark up conversation.
Can you tell this giraffe how angry you were?
What? I'm very angry at that point.
This is part of my service animal. Can you please scream at this giraffe?
Fuck you, giraffe.
And there's neck whips you across the door like.
Right. You see yourself laying in the computer valley in the fetal position. No.
There's like 3 warehouse personnel specifically assigned cleaning up the giraffe shit around the store.
That's funny.
They just got scrub brushes and that pet shit.
Giraffe.
Like that pet shit you spray when like your small dog pisses on the floor. Like you have like just 25 cans of that. Just trying to
keep a smell out. I don't think that'd be a small spot either. That motherfucker's
This is a
pretty
giraffe.
high
I don't know.
that shit's coming out, dog. It's just.
It'd be dead in 3 months. I have no idea how to, like, it's eating pizza for all I know. I have no idea how to take care of a giraffe for $280 million. Somebody's going to sell me a giraffe.
You have an old, decrepit giraffe coming through the store. You don't see a motherfucker's rib cage.
No, it'd be fat. It'd be like a fat giraffe, but it got, like, varicose veins. It just got varicose veins because of diabetes and shit like that.
I have heart problems.
The first case of giraffe diabetes. Like,
just a giraffe having heart problems.
It'd be dead in weeks, man. Like,
man, feeding the M&M's and shit.
The giraffe.
Here you go, giraffe.
The giraffe likes only the finest romaine lettuce.
Romaine lettuce.
It likes Caesar dressing. It likes Caesar dressing.
Yeah. Romaine lettuce laced with some sugar.
Holy shit.
He put like chocolate decorations on that bitch.
$280 million at my disposal. Holy shit.
Fucking.
It's the end days. Like, turn around. That's what it is. It's just fucking...
if that shit gets up to $1 billion and we fucking split that shit though, we buying a fucking island. And then what's happening?
No, I have a dream. It's that. You remember that Colombian thing that was going on?
It's the same dream though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Unlimited drugs, prostitutes.
Oh, yeah. What was that shit called?
It was amazing.
It was fucking amazing. It was totally real.
Unlimited drugs.
Unlimited hookers.
Unlimited hookers on a Colombian island in South America with the most beautiful fucking beaches and women and fucking anything around. And the alcohol is free as well.
Oh, I'd be
3 days.
I'm sniffing coke off of at least 6 bitches' asses. Maybe all 100.
3 days, $5,000. And I was like, oh my god, what if I could make that infinity?
Yeah. That's what $280 million would do.
Just die of syphilis by fucking 45.
Christ. I'd be fucking brain dead from syphilis.
Just AIDS. Just AIDS in your brain.
AIDS all day. Just Jesus. Man, we saw that fucking party shit. That shit was funny as fuck. We haven't talked about that shit on here, though.
What?
How we were geeking out about the shit. We going, dog. We going.
Oh, yeah. No. Like,
we geeked out about that shit for hardcore.
That. It was amazing. Yeah.
Man, and then we found out that shit got shut down.
It didn't get shut down. It just said that the Colombian government had a very high possibility of arresting you.
Oh, for sure.
And sending you back with absolutely no hookers or blow.
True.
For $5,000. That's what I'm saying.
Man, if I had $5,000, I'd spend that shit immediately on that. If I knew the Colombian government.
Oh yeah. Worst thing is I can get kicked out of Colombia.
That's it. Can I at least get 30 minutes of that? You know what I'm saying? Before that happens.
What's the con? Con? I didn't get to have $5,000 worth of hooker sex and blow, but I got kicked out of Colombia forever.
Yeah,
Still equal level.
Equal level of great. I'm fucking a hooker before I get out of there. I'm getting 5,000.
Just humping something Colombian all the way
that
out.
bitch all in the ass just in case.
Then I actually discovered like the hooker packages to it.
What?
Yeah,
there's packages?
Yeah, so the basic experience says you get 2 hours each night with a hooker. You get like a 1 chance at 1 of those nights. So like a threesome. Mm-hmm. And then you get 2 hours in the whole vacation with all the hookers. Mm-hmm. So... Still doing it.
Oh yeah, so it sounds like.
But you could be hopped up on coke and fucking weed the whole time.
So it sounds like that whole time. Well, when you get to all the hooker process, all of them, you better get to working, dog. You better get to working. You better go ahead and map them out. Which one you want to do?
I would immediately go to Dave Chappelle from Half Baked. Like, doctors say I need a backiotomy. Get off me, bitch. like, my dick is sour.
It's sour. We chafing.
It's like the episode of Futurama where they get sentenced to death by Snoo Snoo. It's like, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and broken. So... Alas, $280 million I could not be trusted with.
Oh, no. No.
Like your society would crumble.
Oh, it would.
So
I might go as far as to fucking planning a terrorist attack. Who knows?
FBI have no involvement with you. Just go ahead and wreck him.
He's totally in on it. Go ahead and
No. He's David Koresh. Go to his house. He has guns.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Sight.
So, what kind of decisions lead to a kink.com level gangbang?
I mean, like, if you think about it, if for the general male population, I'll say that.
I already said kink.com. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
They know what you're talking about. They know what you're talking about. The motherfuckers have seen the shit. We talking about one chick walking in and then a motherfucker being
like 15 motherfuckers, actually.
Bitch, you about to get fucked by all 15 of these bitches. These motherfuckers right here. What is the thought process for the woman walking into that? What makes you...
What do you get paid for that?
Yeah, how much do you get paid for that? What gives you the thought process? What gives you the incentive to want to get dicked down by 15 motherfuckers?
For like
some of them $100.
$1,200.
Houston.
I don't know, man. Like,
bruh.
How does that decision happen? Like,
I don't know. I mean, like, is there a negotiation table? Is it like, oh, I'm a free agent and I want to do something big? They're gonna call me into the office.
I imagine, you know what I'm saying? I imagine it's like this. Like, the agent calls you up, like, listen, your stock's going down because nobody wants to see you do solo vag, anal to mouth anymore. We're gonna sign you up for a gangbang. Well, I've done a gangbang before.
Have you done
really.
the kink gangbang yet?
We're gonna have these guys. By guys, I mean like a platoon.
Battalion.
A platoon. Literally just rape the shit out of you. Like, $1,200. That's where I'm going with, right? Like, they're literally going to rape the shit out of me. How many? Like 15 guys, 12 to 15 guys.
Fuck no, not for 1,200. You better throw out the million in that motherfucker, because I ain't know.
No, this is what I'm talking
if
about.
If I'm a woman, no, I ain't doing that
though.
for no less than $1 million.
That's what I'm talking about. They're like $1,200.
You can kiss my black ass.
I really need a new sofa.
No. It would be like, I really need
meth.
I need a kilo of Coke, and you can go ahead and throw a Corvette in on that motherfucker right there.
But like literally
with the 1,200.
literally like.
And that I better get in cash on my way out the door after getting raped by 15 motherfuckers.
I could get a foam mattress and a body pillow with that. Yeah, let's go ahead and sign up for the 15-guy rape gangbang, where you're gonna literally be suplexing me by my neck.
Are you saying like? Are you saying 1,200 in legitimacy or
no? $1,200.
Yeah, you stop.
Like a paycheck.
Nah, fuck that.
And they're going to pillage you and jizz on your face, and then here's a check.
This doesn't. No, for $1,200, no.
That's where I can't get behind what the decision factor is behind.
No, like, can we get some real numbers on this? Like,
no. I don't want to research this. Like, it's so foul, I don't want to research it.
I would like to know.
We have hit my limit.
Much Houston got paid for getting railed by 100 motherfuckers.
The 500 guy cream pie.
Yeah, basically. No, like I would like to know how much she made off of that.
What led you to that decision? No,
I'm sorry. You know I can't.
What would really make my day? Just having like 500 guys just cram my vag. That sounds like a great decision, and I'll do that for $800. Like, You sold low. You sold low, I think. So, let's talk about some advice I gave you recently.
Okay.
So, you had a proposition at work.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very opportunistic.
Yes, it was.
And you brought it to me like, and my reaction was not what you thought it would be.
No, it wasn't.
Because I have done that. And it is a shitbag of Nowhereville. And your life will be hell.
Okay.
So my advice to you was what?
Make good decisions.
Make good decisions. And what was the other part of that?
Do as I say, not as I do.
Said, what do you think my answer to this situation would be?
Don't do it.
Nope. I would have done it 3 times by now.
Oh, you would have done it 3 times, but I mean,
the advice was, do not do what you think I would do.
Do not do what I think I would do.
No, me specifically. But whatever you think I would do the exact opposite of that.
The exact opposite. So what I'm thinking is do it with some grace.
No. The answer would be celibate like a monk.
Be celibate like a monk.
Because that's the exact opposite of what I would do, which is butt stuff.
Oh man, you sick son of a bitch.
Judge me. I don't give a fuck.
I'm judging.
You judge all you want to.
Yo, this some bullshit, man.
Be judging my dick in that ass.
I'm sorry, y'all. They ain't giving no figures on some of these gang bangs. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? I'm versed in what's going on.
Was my number pretty close?
No, like, they didn't even show a number. Like,
like, that's the thing, though. Like, there was a number agreed upon for those gangbangs.
There had to be a number. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Wasn't very high. Porn payouts are not that great. So, let's talk about this. Is gaming a health disorder?
Man.
Yup. Yes. I'll say yes. Absolutely.
I would say yes. I would say yes. I mean, I would say I'm an avid gamer, dude. I game every day, whether it's on the Xbox, PS4, PC, it doesn't matter.
Sweener.
I mean, does it cause the damage that they're saying it causes? No, per se. We talking about physical damage, dog.
Yeah.
How's it cause physical damage?
I used to be 220 and 6% body fat.
Okay, I get what your point is, because I am a fat motherfucker as well. Hence the title, Fat Entitled. So, I mean, at this point, I mean...
Never have you witnessed a greater rebuttal to a conversation ever.
God damn it. This is some bullshit.
Then when I gave that fucking hard straight left to Quincy's jaw... took the round. I took the round with that shot.
He took the round with that one. Here's what I will say. You don't have to game every night, motherfucker.
I don't.
You don't.
I take breaks.
And I don't. I take breaks as well. So, I mean...
You take breaks because you gotta do shit. I take breaks because...
Nah.
Just not feeling it.
I take breaks because I gotta do shit. Like watch anime. Gary? I mean,
you watch Dragon Ball Super though.
I do watch Dragon Ball Super.
That's really different though.
It's not. It's different because that shit's good. That shit is good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Damn,
my hero.
Even knows the fucking music. It was kind of the same. Ultra Instinct, motherfucker. Just.
My favorite GIF right now is the GIF where he dodges Kale's thing. And then as soon as he charges up Kamehameha, instead of saying Kamehameha, he goes, "Thought, be gone."
Yes. Oh, man. I'm telling you, that was the most epic Kamehameha I've ever seen. That was disgusting. When he dodged all that shit.
My new favorite shit is that guy.
He, did a flip and took the Kamehameha and, skated across her little beam and was just like, bitch. Just done.
My favorite thing right now is the real G who does the Dragon Ball breakdowns.
Oh, that cat is funny as fuck. Yo, Frieza came across and was like, "No, nigga," and it was like,
it was like my man snatched him up by his neck and then just put the whipping on him.
Yeah. He was talking about an episode. He was talking about the episode when
like Majin Buu.
Yeah, it was a Majin Buu, and Majin Buu was like Kid Buu, and he was beating the shit out of Vegeta.
It's like trying to throw them hands. Nah, I'm gonna whip you around by your neck, dog. Oh, he's getting wasted now.
like Majin Buu didn't even have to get even his body close to him. My man was putting his arms up under the ground and shit and grabbing this man by his neck. He was like, he ain't gonna grab me by my neck again.
So, how do you feel about the internet movie critic right now? Like Rotten Tomatoes or
here's how I feel about Rotten Tomatoes, man. And I'm just being real with y'all. Don't look at the Rotten Tomatoes score because that's by the mainstream critic.
Preach.
By the
Trash Money.
Yeah, Trash Money for real. That's by the New York Times, USA Today, blah 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 blah. Some motherfuckers that go to see movies all the time that like to talk shit probably get paid to give their opinion on what the movie was like, whatever. I want you to look at the second rating when you're looking at Rotten Tomatoes. It's the popcorn. Look at the popcorn.
That's what we think about it.
And it's the regular folk. It's you or me that's out playing video games, taking care of their family, going to work every day. That's those motherfuckers. So it's like this. If a movie is rated over, I want to say 70%, it's about 80%. 80% of motherfuckers like it. Go watch the movie. Go watch it. See what happens. Maybe you're one of those 80% that are like, this motherfucking shit's good. Here's what I want to say about Rotten Tomatoes. Prime example. The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi. Just a prime example.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, you gonna go see it?
No. You could. I already wiki read it.
No, well, I haven't. I'm not gonna tell you anything.
No. I already wiki read it. I know exactly what happened.
This is one thing I really don't want to spoil for the people who haven't seen it yet. I want you to go watch it on your own.
What happened
I have my own opinions. Huh?
What happened to you?
What do you mean?
We're the fat entitled bastards.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna fucking.
Why are you trying to be secretive?
I'm sorry.
What's
gonna
wrong
spoil. It is what it is.
You've forgotten your way.
Sorry.
You were demoted to second class.
I didn't like how they did
Gryffindor.
Luke. I didn't like
we
how
are
they
all
did
dumber
Luke.
for having heard what you heard.
Well, shut the fuck up, bitch, and let me speak.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
Oh, God have mercy on this motherfucking soul. Because, damn, I hope he has a little bit of mercy. Because I ain't felt none of that mercy at all. So.
Why are you black and angry?
Because I'm angry at this fucking movie. I can't, it's just so, it weighs at me. For a person that knows the old canon and how Luke Skywalker was as an individual, I can't say this movie did him any justice as a master Jedi. I can't say it did. It really didn't. It made Luke to be out a bitch, and Luke was no bitch. Luke in the books was a guy that would go out and take on anything he could fucking handle. Anything he thought he could take care of, he went and did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this movie is to me. It is what it is. Now, that being said, it's not a horrible movie, but I just didn't like how they did Luke. They made Luke out to be a bitch. To the end, they showed his true power and what he actually could do and how he was a strong Jedi Master. But at the same time, I felt like if somebody said some shit was going down with the dark side and somebody needed to handle it, Luke was coming. He was coming, regardless of what was going on. Either way, fuck all that. We talking about Rotten Tomatoes. You asked me how I feel about Rotten Tomatoes. This is how I feel about Rotten Tomatoes. For the critics to give a movie like another topic we getting ready to get into, Bright.
That was the segue.
Bright. So, Bright, I thought, and most people, the majority of individuals thought,
I loved it.
That movie was fucking awesome.
I loved it.
Let me tell you why. If you went and saw Bad Boys 2,
Boys in the Hood. What's the movie?
End of Watch. End of Watch was a decent movie. Street
New
Kings,
New
Jack City, all that. And then you take all that demographic, and you put it into a Lord of the Rings mix, that's what you got. That's what you got in a movie. With Will Smith as one of the main characters, giving off his Mike Lowry lingo.
As a racist.
And it was amazingly done. I loved it. It was awesome. It had your action sequences in it. I'm talking about
the action sequences. It had
John Wick gore. It had John Wick gore with John Wick gunplay. It was insane, bro.
It were done by Peter Jackson.
How about? I'm just gonna throw this out there for the folks. I don't even care if you've seen the movie. I don't give a fuck if you ain't seen it. There is one scene in that movie that will hook you into the movie completely.
You want a titty bar gunfight die?
You want a titty bar gunfight die? Just that one.
We got a titty bar gunfight die tonight.
One? Who is it from left to right? Who is it? Blah, 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 blah. I'll let y'all watch the movie on that one. You don't want to fuck with us? What? What? That shit was the hardest shit I've ever seen. That shit was sick.
I love this movie.
That shit was sick. And you got Jacoby in the background talking about, drop your motherfucking weapon. We talking about the motherfucker that's racist again. The lowest on the society totem pole. Talking about some drop your motherfucking weapon. And this motherfucking Will Smith turned around like, look, I had no motherfucking choice. They was gonna kill us both. And then all shit hits the fan when my man come rolling down. What's his name? Poison. This is what he called him. Poison. And he was like, "Hey, S.A., I hear there's a wand in my neighborhood. Let me get that." And then all shit hits the fan. It just goes crazy from
this
there.
movie.
This movie was amazing. I
loved
it.
Was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. I'll say
long
this
time.
criticism.
Go ahead.
It paced too fast.
It did. It did pace too fast. And I think they did that on purpose, though.
They had to fit a storyline.
They had to fit a storyline
that they knew they weren't going to be able to. They were sure they wouldn't be able to complete it.
This next movie, I think, is going to be about 3
No.
hours long.
They set it up to where they could.
They set it up perfectly.
But they weren't ever sure they'd be able to make another movie like this.
Right.
So this was Netflix's gamble.
Right.
And anything that's not in the theater, the critics were like, trash.
And here's the funny part that a lot of people don't know about. Netflix paid $3.6 million for this script because they knew they were getting ready to lose Disney. They are getting ready to lose Disney, and they come out with a film like this. This film has the potential to be on a Lord of the Rings level, and I'm not joking.
It's a trilogy, and they already have the second movie in the works with full funding.
Exactly. All the original cast are coming back.
I cannot stop gloating about this movie.
This movie is awesome.
Like, first of all, I'm a huge Joel Edgerton guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's one of my guys who I'm like, that is a great movie because he's a great actor, like, period. I don't even have to see the movie, I just know it's good. Right? Like, the guy from Insidious. It's like Patrick Wilson or something like that.
Yeah.
I just know it's going to be a great movie. But they did so many, like, different dichotomies in the movie and, like, mixed so many genres together. It felt a little disjointed if you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
But I was paying ultimate attention to this movie.
Ultimate attention. And I think I started paying attention when
I said I liked it, you watched it.
Oh, yeah. You said you liked it.
I don't say I like a lot of movies.
And the funny thing was like, Matt has a little... He's not as forgiving as I am. I'm a little bit forgiving when it comes to a movie because I know it's a movie. Matt wants it to have a decent story, decent storyline. The actors have to be good dialogue, that kind of shit. And when Matt tells you a movie is good, and I quote this from a text message, it's not epic or anything. That's what he told me. And I was like, this movie's fucking epic. Let me tell y'all what I did the next day. I made sure that nobody was going to fuck with me during this movie. And I got halfway into this. Now, I don't even think it was halfway. I think it was about 45 minutes where my man was holding the sword. He was in the middle of the street holding the sword. And I texted Matt and I said, this movie is fucking awesome. And I had just been through one scene where Will Smith and Jacoby, or Ward is his name. Ward is his last name. That's his cop name. Or his character in the movie. His name is last name is Ward.
Will Smith.
They had their interaction in the car. And their interaction in the car was like a Mike Lowry. And
you don't remember his name?
I don't remember his fucking name, but it was fucking Martin Lawrence. That's the kind of interaction I got from them. And instantly, I was thinking...
I was getting a burrito for you.
Yeah, I was getting
Can you get a burrito and do your damn job?
Yeah, can you get a burrito and do your damn job? Or one of my favorite lines in the movie is, why don't you make that face, that ogre face, where you shut the fuck up and drive to work? This is the funny oh, that's that face. Yeah, that's that face I was talking about. That shit right there will hook you for the entire movie. Just because their whole chemistry was awesome.
They stuck up for each other?
They stuck up for each other.
Even though they weren't really fans of each other?
Exactly. And like one of the coolest parts is at the end where where Will Smith was like, don't you say shit. And they just walk in the room and was like, so, what's up, fellas? And then this motherfucker starts spilling everything. And then Will Smith's just over there in the background like, that's not my recollection. And it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's the funniest shit. Oh man, in the action scenes, sick.
Great action scenes.
Like they put Legolas to shame in this motherfucker. The elves in this motherfucker is legit. The elves are ridiculous. The elves
whole
kill
movie
everyone.
was fantastic.
That movie was
It
awesome.
was a great movie. Great movie.
Just beautiful movie.
One of my favorites.
Awesome. Yeah, it's up there. It's definitely up there. It's in my top 10 now.
And it's the highest viewed movie in Netflix history.
That's how good this movie is, dude.
So while the critics are panning it, everybody who's a person that watches this shit was like,
and
I liked it. Like, it was a good movie.
Another thing I found out is that Netflix doesn't release their views. So there's no really telling how many people has actually seen this movie. All I know is if you go to this movie right now
publicly
on Netflix,
said this is the highest viewed
movie of all time
we've ever had.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say
they have like 2 million new subscribers just to watch this movie.
Just to watch the movie. I'm just going to say this though. If you go to that movie, it's got 5 stars. 5 stars, period.
Here's why you should like this idea.
Yeah.
Okay? This is literally a cinematic release that happened in your living room. If you want to watch the new great like the Star Wars movies, but you fucking hate the theater and you wish you could just watch it in your house, but you don't want to watch it like way back from then.
Yeah, this is it.
Watch the Netflix movies.
Netflix is on to something here, man.
It started making great cinematic shows. Shows I don't necessarily enjoy, but that the public really likes.
I mean, think about it though, man. They get to keep the Punisher series just for the simple fact of the gore. Just for the simple fact. The Disney's not going to show Punisher. Netflix kept Punisher.
We're talking about that if you want to watch new releases from studios, do you want to watch them in the theater or do you want to watch them in the comfort of your own living room? How many times have you fell in love with a series, a show, an anime, or a movie from the... You know what? My favorite movie of all time is Sicario. And I watched it in my fucking room.
You watched it on fucking Hulu.
Like a year after it had been released. Yeah. And people said it was amazing. I was like, it's probably fine.
Nah, that shit was good.
And I picked it up and I was like, this is one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, Sicario's fucking sick. I can't wait to see Sicario too. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see Sicario too. Either way, like you were saying, man, I mean, like, you got to watch that in the comfort of your own home. You didn't have to pay any extra money. You've been paying the money you've been paying for years to watch this movie.
10 or was it $13 a month?
I'm paying $8 a month, bro. No, 12. No. Sorry, 12.
$13 a month to watch HD 4K.
Yeah.
In any 4 devices in your home.
4 devices in the home. So yeah, that's what I'm paying. I mean, like, you pay that to go see a movie, but you pay this every month just to watch regular shit on Netflix.
But you're just watching regular shit on Netflix.
You just got a blockbuster movie on Netflix
in the comfort of your own
home to watch a movie that was epic.
That's why you should support this.
This movie was insane. You man, dude.
This is how we start defying the critic system.
It's trash. It's trash.
And that's what we need to start doing. Critics? I enjoyed Justice League.
I enjoyed Justice League.
I thought it was trash with the graphics and shit like that. Like, there's things I really didn't like about it, but I enjoyed the movie.
Right.
I give that movie a 60.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Kingsman. The first one. I'd give that one a 90.
Critics trashed this movie. Every other person that went and saw, every regular individual, like I said, you got to look at the popcorn. You can't look at the Rotten Tomato. Look at the popcorn. It's fucking Kingsman. Kingsman, for instance, 53.
How'd you feel about Jurassic World?
Jurassic World was the same way.
It's a great movie.
Great movie.
They're campy as fuck, but great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not about the critic scores anymore.
Yeah, the critic scores, critics, you can go fuck yourselves, because it's just like, whatever you're saying is bullshit.
It doesn't matter anymore, and that's what this movie proves.
Yeah, it proved it completely. Like, this movie was awesome. You can say what you want.
So, we're trying to make it to Wrestle Kingdom.
It's rough, but we're gonna get there.
Starts at 4 a.m. our time.
4 a.m. Just 107.
We watching it. We watching it tomorrow. I'm telling you.
I'm sure we watching it tomorrow.
But they got the best wrestling main event of all time. I think.
Oh yeah, that's not even that's a non-negotiable. Like you can't negotiate that.
Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega, dog.
The Alpha versus the Omega.
That's awesome.
Jericho, Omega. Are you kidding me? That shit's gonna be so dope.
Hey, it was like written in the history books for this to happen.
I feel like Vince McMahon has his plot out though.
I think
he's
so
like
too.
Jericho, go to New Japan. Tell me if I should back $3 million up this kid's bus. Right? Like should I pay this guy? This is his test. This is his chance.
This is it. This is it right here. This could change the whole WWE perspective. It could change everything.
You know what happens conveniently before?
What's up?
It's not going to happen before his contract comes up to dispute. So literally days after this match, his contract's up.
I mean, that's why it's so.
You know what it's before?
I mean, it's before Royal Rumble.
Say that again.
It's before the Royal Rumble.
Which means
we could get an epic Royal Rumble for once and not have Roman Reigns come out at the end. Sorry, Roman Reigns, you ruined the fucking Rumble.
But
Kenny fucking Omega comes out in the Rumble.
And gets a slot against
an epic fucking Rumble.
No. And at WrestleMania, for the WWE Championship, you get Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles for your main event.
Yeah, just be an epic match, dude.
What about a triple threat?
Even a triple threat.
Kenny Omega,
Shinsuke Nakamura,
AJ Styles, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Or fucking throw Finn Balor in there and have a whole Bullet Club leadership battle royale. What the fuck?
Shinsuke was the leader of Chaos before Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, fuck all that. I'm talking about the Bullet Club right now.
Well, I have like 7 shirts.
I understand.
Half of my wardrobe is Bullet Club oriented, sir.
I know.
Who are you talking to about the Bullet Club, sir?
Talking to you.
I'm gonna need you to fill in.
I'm thinking about the Bullet Club.
I'm gonna need you to fill in your own blank real quick. You punk ass.
Nigga.
So, Okada's gonna fight Tetsuya Naito for the title.
Say stop. What?
And Okada's been champion for like 2 years. So
yeah,
Okada,
he has. Okada's owned the belt for a long time. I mean,
with like Los Ingobernables de Japón.
I think it's time to change hands. And I understand what New Japan is doing right now. They don't want to give it to Kenny Omega, and I understand why. Because for the simple fact that he's a sought out product.
That's why they created the United States Championship.
Yeah, that's exactly why they created the United States Championship. So they couldn't have that. So because they know that the U.S. wrestlers, they can get picked up at any time. So why have them have the belt?
He's Canadian.
Oh yeah, he is Canadian. He is. Sorry, who gives a fuck?
Which makes that Jericho Omega fight that much more important because they're both from Winnipeg, Ontario, Canada.
Okay, so here's the funny part. So I searched on average how much does a female performer get paid for being in a porn movie or gangbang, right? Apparently a guy answered. His name is Ja Noble. Wrote unquoted. It depends on the movie. The role play. Lesbian shows are around $850 per scene, while straight around $1,500 per scene, and anal $5,000 per scene, and gangbang around $10,000 per scene. That's not a lot, ladies and gentlemen.
Even
assuming a lady does anal acts in 300 porn movies in a year, she earns around $150,000 per year.
1 year.
Yeah. Also, cam site pay.
That's literally every day getting fucked in the ass.
Differently, but I know one cam site, pornocams.com, they pay models as much as $5 per minute. when they are performing live. So it depends.
Would you take a kink level gangbang for 20 grand?
Fuck no.
What is the decision process that leads to that?
I mean, at the same time, though, I mean, like, I kind of, being in retail, I kind of understand. I get where they're coming from with those prices.
You trying to take all the dick gangbang?
I mean, at some point, I mean, it's just like, how much is pussy really worth?
I don't.
How much is pussy really worth? How much is it worth? I mean, like, it's more or less asking the question.
$800 a month is what my experience says.
How much is your ass worth? You know what I'm saying? That's the question you really ask.
To me, it's $800 a month.
$800 a month? Jesus Christ. $800 a month. So, I mean, like, that's really what they're asking the girls. How much is your ass worth? Because when it comes to the gangbang, that's what they asking. How much is your ass worth?
So, that's an extra hour for you assholes. And I want you to know, you're grateful for this. Because I'm drunk.
Oh, I'm so drunk.
And I like you even less than I did before.
You bastards.
But I still have a level of love contempt in my heart for your viewership. So, extra hour complete. This has been the Fat Entitled Bastards. I don't even remember. I'm so drunk, I don't even remember our fucking name.
It's Fat Entitled Bastards.
It's the Fat Entitled Bastards. Right?
If you ain't classy,
your shit is probably trashy. You sluts. God damn, what the fuck's wrong with you?